Mabuhay Pilipinas! Hello buong mundo! Good day learners! Today is another opportunity for you to learn disciplines and ideas in the social sciences. I am Sir Greg, your Humanities and Social Sciences teacher, and I will guide you in today's lesson. Are you ready? Be sure that you are in your most comfortable learning spot. Have a copy of your self-learning module, activity sheet, notebook, and pen for noting important details. In our previous discussion, you were able to explain the significant events in the history of humankind that contributed to the emergence of the study of social sciences. With 9 disciplines that comprise this body of knowledge, we cannot deny the fact that focusing on human behavior and how it creates impact on the society is a vast storehouse of knowledge that aims to promote holistic investigation of humans. By analyzing the contributions of social science as a whole, we will understand the significance of this body of knowledge to the society and the icons behind the pursuit of scholarly movements of anthropology, history, sociology, political science, economics, demography, geography, and philosophy. This lesson will help you value the significance of social science to our lives and our society. Now that you are able to learn the major events that led to the development of each social science discipline, let us have a closer look on each of them. Etymologically, the word anthropology is taken from 2 Greek words anthropos, which means man or human being, and logos or logia, which means to study. Anthropology then is the scientific study of men or human being. Anthropology has been defined as that branch of knowledge which deals with the scientific study of man, his works, his body, his behavior and values in time and space. It is the study of physical, social, and cultural development and behavior of human beings since their appearance on Earth. It is the exploration and study of human diversity around the world. It gathers and analyzes data on cross-cultural and intersocietal differences in social institutions, cultural beliefs and practices, and communication styles. Economics, on the other hand, may appear to be the study of complicated tables and charts, statistics and numbers, but more specifically, it is the study of what constitutes rational human behavior in the endeavor to fulfill needs and wants. Economics has been defined in many ways. It comes from the Greek word oikonomia, meaning household management. At the very core of economics lies the fact of scarcity. Goods are limited while wants seem infinite. Because resources are scarce, we need to study how society chooses from the menu of possible goods and services, how different commodities are produced and priced, and who gets to consume the goods that society produces. Linguistics is the scientific study of human language, meaning that it is a comprehensive, systematic, objective, and precise study of language. It focuses on language and how human societies and social structures are organized and understood. Political science is the systematic study of state and government. The word political is derived from the Greek polis, which means city, or what today would be equivalent of sovereign state, and the word science comes from the Latin word scire, which means to know. The formal objective in studying political science is to have a basic understanding and knowledge of the state and of the principles and ideals which underlie its organization and activities. It is primarily concerned with the association of human being into a body politic or a political community that was organized under government and law. The word psychology basically comes from the 2 Greek words psyche, which means soul or mind, and logos, which means to study. Therefore, literally, psychology means the study of the soul or mind. In present times, psychology is defined as the scientific study of human behavior and mental processes. There are 3 important aspects given definition, namely science, behavior, and mental processes. The history of psychology is the history of thought about consciousness and conduct. It has its root in ancient Greek philosophy such as epistemology, the philosophy of knowing, metaphysics, religion, and Oriental philosophy. History is the systematic inquiry of man's recorded past for the purpose of establishing causal relationships, validating historical facts, and reconstruction of chronological events. Herodotus is regarded as the father of history, while the name of the subject is taken from the Greek word historia, which translates to knowing by inquiry. Sociology is the study of human social relationships and institutions. Sociology's subject matter is diverse, ranging from crime to religion, from the family to the state, from the divisions of race and social class to the shared beliefs of a common culture, and from social stability to radical change in whole societies. Unifying the study of these diverse subjects of study is sociology's purpose of understanding how human action and consciousness both shape and are shaped by surrounding cultural and social structures. Demography can be defined as the study of population. It typically focuses on 5 aspects: size, geographic distribution, composition, the components of change such as births, deaths, and migration, and the determinants and consequences of population change. Geography, on the other hand, is an ancient and honorable field of learning with its roots firmly set in classical antiquity. The word geography comes from 2 Greek words, geo, which means the earth, and graphe, which means to write or to draw. Geography then literally means earth description. It is a broad and interesting discipline that brings together 2 important aspects of both physical and social sciences as well as impinging on the humanities. The study of geography is neither a physical science nor a social science. Rather, it combines characteristics of both and can be conceptualized as bridging the gap between the two. As a field of learning, it subdivides or branches into 2 broad and separate subfields, the physical geography and human geography. You are already familiar with the different social science disciplines. Let us proceed to the methods. Observing. Social science is about the real world, and the best way to know about the real world is to observe it. Defining the problem. The topic might be chosen for a variety of reasons, perhaps because it raises issues of fundamental social importance or focus of controversy. Reviewing the literature. This is essential to provide background, suggest approaches, indicates what has already been covered and what hasn't. Observing more. Sharper observation after defining your problem and reviewing literature. Developing a theoretical framework and formulating a hypothesis. Make a statement predicting your results, and then clarify what each of the terms in the statement means within the framework of your research. Choosing a research design. A survey, an experiment, an observational study, use of existing sources, or a combination. Collecting the necessary data. This is what you collect from careful observation. Analyzing the results. Classify facts, identify trends, recognize relationships, and tabulate the information so that it can be accurately analyzed and interpreted. And drawing conclusions. Prepare a report. Summarize the steps you've followed and discuss what you've found. The differences between natural science and social science lead to slightly different structure of research. Aside from the previously discussed structure, there are also alternative methods used by social scientists. The historical method traces the principal past developments that seem to have been directly significant in bringing about a social situation. A historian will use many of the same methods as other social scientists, such as collecting birth and marriage certificates and classifying those data. On the other hand, case method involves making a detailed examination and analysis of a particular issue or problem situation. This can involve a case study of a single person, a single area or town, or even a study of whole country. The comparative method can be employed in the hope of discovering evolutionary sequences in the development of human institutions, that is, patterns of social development or progress that would be universal, while cross-cultural methods consist of making detailed studies of the culture patterns of a number of societies for the purpose of comparing different ways in which their people meet similar needs. The contributions of social sciences are the following. Social scientists help us imagine alternative futures. Understanding the consequences and application of new technologies of this era is one of the agenda of social science. This technology includes the use of steam power, growth of railways and factories, as well as nanotechnologies that change medical research. Social scientists are needed to analyze and critique what's going on. Social science can help us make sense of our finances. The recent developments in the country and in the world, such as economic crisis, is also a concern of this body of knowledge. Social scientists contribute to our health and well-being. Aside from doctors, nurses, and other medical practitioners, social scientists such as sports sociologists and public health experts are working hard to make sure that our health, leisure, and social care services works. Social scientists as public intellectuals. Social scientists need not only know the relevance of social science, but it is compelled to do it. They're often seen talking more to public, each other, and to scientists. Social science can change the world for the better. Social scientists are working hard through interdisciplinary techniques to improve the area of human welfare and development. They are concerned with the social and economic advancement of humanity at large, thus influencing decision makers in all aspects. And social science in the middle of pandemic. Decisions to combat the COVID-19 pandemic are not solely done by scientists in the medical field, but also in social science. Social scientists are responsible for looking at how such decisions will affect society as a whole. The following are the icons of social sciences. Auguste Comte. He was the first to coin the term sociology in the 19th century. He was a French philosopher who believed in the concept of positivism. Max Weber, a German sociologist and political economist who was one of the first to study methodological anti-positivism, or the belief that the findings that arise in social science cannot be fully interpreted by the scientific method and should focus on the meanings that social actions have. Karl Marx. He said that the nature of individuals depends on the material conditions determining their production. Harriet Martineau wrote series of stories titled Illustrations of Political Economy, in which she tried to educate ordinary people about the principles of economics. Herbert Spencer. He favored a form of government that allowed market forces to control capitalism. Emile Durkheim. He helped establish sociology as a formal academic discipline by establishing the first European department of sociology at the University of Bordeaux in 1895. And George Herbert Mead. He argued that how an individual comes to view himself or herself is based to a very large extent on interactions with others. Here are the key points of our lesson. In general, the study of social sciences focus on the study of society and the relationship among individuals within society. Social sciences covers a wide spectrum of disciplines including anthropology, demography, economics, geography, history, linguistics, political science, psychology, and sociology. The differences between natural science and social science lead to slightly different structure of research. There are also alternative methods used by social scientists such as historical method, case method, and comparative method, among others. Auguste Comte, Max Weber, Karl Marx, Harriet Martineau, Herbert Spencer, Emile Durkheim, and George Herbert Mead are considered icons of social sciences. There are many contributions brought by social sciences in our society, one of which is connecting people to the real world. Before we end, challenge yourself by answering the checkpoint activity. Read the questions carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. Item number 1. Which of the following entails the reconstruction of events by piecing together evidences of the past and examining reliable records in order to trace and explain the development or transformation of socio-cultural situation, group, or community? A. Case study. B. Descriptive method. C. Ethnographic method. D. Historical method. Kindly write down your answer. Item number 2. What do you call the branch of social science which literally means description of the Earth's surface? A. Anthropology. B. Demography. C. Geography. D. History. Kindly write down your answer. Let us continue with item number 3. Who among the following coined the term sociology in the 19th century and also believed in the concept of positivism? A. Auguste Comte. B. Emile Durkheim. C. George Herbert Mead. D. Max Weber. Kindly write down your answer. Item number 4. Which of the following is not a contribution of social sciences? A. Social science can help us make sense of our finances. B. Social science can change the world because of apathy. C. Social scientists help us imagine alternative futures. D. Social scientists contribute to our health and well-being. Kindly write down your answer. And finally, item number 5. Social science is composed of different subdisciplines that each seeks to study particular areas in human society. What is the subdiscipline that focuses on the study of human life and culture, including evolution of man? A. Anthropology. B. History. C. Psychology. D. Sociology. Can you write down your answer? Here are the answers. Item number 1, D. Item number 2, C. Item number 3, A. Item number 4, B. And item number 5, A. Good job, learners! That concludes our lesson. I hope you have learned something and remembered all the important details of our lesson. If ever you forget, you may watch this video again until you master it. Please be reminded to accomplish all the remaining tasks in your self-learning module and in your activity sheet. Keep safe and see you in our next learning session.